We know that Bayern Munich is one of the best teams in the league, but now we are confident. We are playing good the last weeks. So we expect that win the 6 points, but also it's good if we win the 3 points.
Our expectation for the match is remain all the points as possible because we need it. We will be happy with 4, but we are going to fight for 6. So let's see. Celtic is also a tough opponent. They also need points. So let's see. I hope it will be a good match for us.
So, final game of the day, Celtic versus Bayern Munich. Harry, for different reasons, both sides could do with all 6 points here. Bayern Munich possibly looking for titles, and Celtic looking to start their season almost.
You're right about that. I mean, last match day, Bayern München in that all-German affair against Schalke, obviously, all sorts of things happened there, but in the end, they shared the 3 points. That would have been a result that I think prior to this match day, Bayern München would have liked to have had all 6 points in. But when you look at how Schalke have propelled themselves up the table since, maybe you look at those as perhaps a valuable 3 points come the end of the season. But yeah, you're right. They should be a lot higher in the table than they are right now at this stage of the season. Celtic as well will feel very much the same. They are rooted to the bottom of the table. I believe they are just in last place. I was going to say off the top of my head, I think they only have a point, but I'm not entirely sure about that. They might have 2 points. I'm not sure. Either way, they have less points, Adam, than they would have liked to have had at this stage as well. So yeah, you're right. Looking to jumpstart their season with 6 points at both of these clubs here.
So just seconds before kickoff, a few last-minute tactical tweaks before we get things underway. And I mean, in terms of, I'm going to get you off the fence, Harry. You know I am. Would you say
you can try.
On paper, Bayern Munich are probably favourites? Do you see Celtic with the ability to get, we know they've got the ability to get something from these 2 games. Could they win both? Is that too much to ask?
You could come back to the argument of that there are no easy games here in the eFootball.Pro IQONIQ League, and that is exactly how I'm going to sit on the fence.
Your fence gets higher and higher.
All of these players, all 30 players in the eFootball.Pro IQONIQ League deserve to be here. They're here on merit. Look at the likes of Umbi, who was an eFootball Open World finalist last year here for Celtic, has graduated through the eFootball Open program, I suppose you could say. He's now playing in the pros. You could argue again, based on form, based on last year's results, Bayern München, it should be taking 6 points, yes, but that was last year, Adam. That was a different title. It's a new year now, and Celtic, they have a lot to prove. They come into this game with a chip on their shoulder, so anything can happen here.
Absolutely. We horse the trio from Spain playing for Bayern Munich, who have started on the front foot. Jose, Alex, Magathil and Mestre as well. And for Celtic, as they just come forward here through Griffiths. Well, Harry. Stay on that fence, because you're never wrong. Celtic have come up with the goods just when we thought this might be one for Bayern Munich to go on and tick all 6 points. We've got a game on our hands.
Yes, we do. I'm not even sure who's fired at home with Griffiths. I think it might be the captain, Horcha, who just grabs it on the outside of the box, takes it inside, and then, well, from then on, the finish was very tidy indeed. Bayern Munich's defensive work rate there clearly not up to scratch, and well, the Scottish club looking to get their first win on the board this season have struck first.
Yeah, it was Alex Alguacil who actually didn't get tight enough to Griffiths there on the edge of the area and allowed him in. And Celtic almost allowed Bayern Munich in for an instant reply. A lovely switch of the play out towards that left-hand side and popped in towards that near post. Turned wide by the goalkeeper. I think it's Jose in the end who had the shot. And now it's going to be Alex Alguacil to take the corner. It's towards the back post. It's gone over everybody. And it's a real waste, Harry.
It is indeed. Jose there with a chance, though, at that near post that resulted in that corner happening. We saw, I just took a quick look at the reaction, I should say, from the Bayern players. They were nodding their heads. They say, yeah, you know what? We knew we were going to be in for a game here, and that is a great response. So just proving that they can still conjure something up when they're under a bit of adversity here.
And towards the near post, headed away. Only as far as Matchday now. Alex picks it up. Fire downfield from Umbi. The Italian joining two other fellow Spaniards. We have 5 of them in this match-up here. Almost an all-Spanish affair. Oh, what an overhead kick that was! But he really should have hit the target anywhere between the sticks, and that is surely 2-0.
Was that
Great improvisation, he just couldn't quite pull it off.
That was so close. I thought there was maybe a question about offside there. He was sort of goal hanging, wasn't he, Umbi, but it fell to him. Celtic are a different team this match day. They looked a little bit soft at times on the first 2 match days, but here on match day 3, they are bringing the game to Bayern München.
Well, Harry, we were burned in the Barcelona AS Monaco game in terms of the form book. Could we be being burned again here? Thomas Müller down the right-hand side, fired in on the scissors kick. It's a great save at the near post. First real chance there for Bayern Munich, and it was a big one. Matchday down the line. This has been a good response from Bayern Munich.
It has. This has been a cracking game.
Towards this right-hand side, a lot of
PES so
space.
far. There is plenty of space, like you say, and Mestre's had a chance. Jose's had a chance. We're just looking for someone to step up by the process of elimination. I would say it would have to be Alex Alguacil.
Bayern Munich quite resolute defensively last season. They've been a little bit more leaky in this one. I think we may have seen a caution there, possibly. Yeah, bitten there. They certainly don't want to be going down to 10 men against Bayern Munich, that's for sure. He's walking the disciplinary tightrope. And now Matchday plays in towards the back. Oh, it's over the top of Jose. Good defending in the end from Patanegla. Again, they go for that ball towards the back post. Again, it hasn't really paid off. It's obviously something they've been training on, Harry, but are you seeing what I'm seeing? I'm not quite sure. The benefit, they're obviously trying to get the ball back across towards the penalty spot, but it's not really working. This might work though, as Koeman now down onto his right foot, curls it, caresses it into the far corner. Exuberant celebrations from Alex Alguacil. And that is just the response they needed.
Yeah, Celebrations are exuberant because he's just become Bayern München's leading goal scorer for the season so far. Back heel, it's become a trademark at this point from Bayern München. The back heel from Matchday, I believe it was, to set up Alex. The fist bumps, the hand slaps all round. They know they are back in this tie now.
So all square again. Celtic started the game like a house on fire, but bit by bit, the German giants have clawed their way back in. It's a fascinating battle at the moment. We said how hugely important today's matchup is for both sides for possibly different reasons. But we all know that they just need to get there or thereabouts. Certainly that's all they'll be thinking about at this stage in the season anyway, Harry. Getting up the top end of the table, not necessarily thinking about topping the table at the moment.
No, we know there's lots of sharks hanging around that shark tank, but when you look at the form they were hitting at the end of last season in the eFootball.Pro Cup, Bayern München, I mean, they didn't just win the whole thing, they were winning awards. I mean, Alex got the MVP of the knockout stages, and Jose got the MVP of the first day of the Cup. He had the best goal of the first and second day of the Cup. Matchday himself had the goal of the knockout stages. It was absolutely imperious, their form towards the end of last season. So yeah, they expect themselves to be up that end of the table.
Clear downfield, we tick into the final minute of the first half. It's been end-to-end. We've got an even scoreline of 1 goal apiece as the offside flag is raised and the whistle is blown for different reasons to many people in the stadium were expecting. Surely this will be the final action of a dramatic first half. And I think on the balance of play, both teams will be fairly happy, Harry.
Yeah, Celtic, encouraging for them that they have scored another goal, because, I mean, previous to that, they'd only scored 3 goals across the previous 2 match days. Let's have a listen to what the Bayern boys are saying.
Llegamos arriba, lo primero que penséis, ni una otra segunda. Primero se hace, ya está. ¿Vale? Vamos a confiar en eso.
¿Eso ya está?
Sí. Vamos, niños, vamos a confiar.
Apoyo, ¿vale? Por favor, apoyo. El máximo posible, con los delanteros para abajo.
Hay que pedir apoyo. Yo lo intento siempre, vamos a intentar siempre, va.
Venga,
pongo normal otra vez, ¿vale? Que estoy en ultra defensivo.
Go back. Vamos abajo.
So, as you were. And it's Kimmich out towards Koolman on the left-hand side now. Thomas Müller. Good challenge though from Forest. Cleared away. Atanegra. And up towards Mb. Hodge can't quite get on the ball. Now a chance for Jose to turn and run into the danger area. Finds Matchday. Chance to play it back across the face. And the referee has blown his whistle. And again, hearts in the mouths moments, as many people thought the attacker was infringed. But he was the wrong side of the defender anyway. And that's what the whistle went for. And rightly so. And Celtic come forward here in numbers. They've got players left and right. They've gone left. Fired back across. He's got a lucky ricochet. Ooh. And what a hit that was. Have we just seen the strike of the day? It ricocheted to the edge of the area. He thought nothing about pulling the trigger from all of 20 yards. And it fired into the top right-hand corner. And Celtic lead again.
Well, Atanegra hadn't scored a goal before this one this season so far. Tell you what, it's not a bad one to add to your tally, is it? Oh, what
he won't score a better
pick that was. He really won't, from distance as well, through the crowd of bodies. Again, you could argue maybe fortunate the deflection lands right at his feet, but one touch, finish, and Celtic are back in the lead.
Well, well, well. Bayern Munich, after looking so composed after the initial 10 minutes or so, find themselves behind again. And they come down the right-hand side again, looking for that instant response. Good defending again from Celtic, who, on the whole, have defended pretty resolutely. But they've given it away. They're in a very dangerous position. Curse to the commentator, it's Javi Martinez. But again, the offside flag is raised. We've said it many times today, Harry, in this game. "55 minutes gone." Can Bayern Munich drag themselves from behind again? Of course, remember, sitting with only 5 points, they would like to get all 3 here. But at this moment in time, they may settle for 1, but they may settle for 3 as well, because they've just equalised. It's a wonderful, wonderful team goal. And just when Celtic needed a 5-10 minute spell just to settle the nerves, they've lost momentum again. And the game has been blown wide open.
This is attractive football. This is sexy football, I'll say it. The back heel inside. Jose feeds Alex. The former Barcelona man sticks it home, but the back heel is what opens the whole thing up. Umby has no idea how to cut off that passing lane. He's caught between 2 minds. Do I go where the ball is going to go, or do I go to the man in the end? The back heel cuts him out completely, and that is a sweet goal for Bayern München. And, well, if you're Celtic, you've had to put them down twice now, and they keep coming back. And on comes the man that we questioned whether or not would be eligible for selection this match day. It's Xerxes. He's close to making a move in the real world, of course.
It was indeed. We just saw there that Bayern Munich had switched to a defensive tactic after just scoring. We know that teams are often so vulnerable in that period, but they're looking to switch it back now to go back on the front foot in search of this 3rd and possible winner. And they have a corner. As you said, Harry, sexy football there from Bayern Munich.
Ahora están de caída, están de capa caída. ¿Queréis a Levan aquí de SP o lo queréis de CF SP?
Escuchadme, has visto esa última jugada. Parece que no había pase, espera un segundo más y la X llega al delantero. Y una vez llega al delantero, se vuelve a hacer lo mismo. Vamos a confiar. Estamos con intensidad y vamos a sacarlo, vamos. Y da mucho partido.
Also changed Lever to
Ever the spokesperson, Harry, Alex there.
Cheerleader, I suppose you could say.
Rousing the troops.
Okay, guys, don't worry. Let's go. We are playing well. Vamos.
Okay, McGregor.
Guys, be careful the corner, okay?
Yeah.
Be careful the corner, guys.
Nice to hear the insight, as usual, from the players. Cleared away at the near post, a chance to counter here for Celtic. He tried to slide to bring him down cynically. He missed the challenge. They could leave themselves open here. Has the flag stayed down? Yes, it has. It's Edouard. Chance to cross it in. Oh, he's just tried to do too much, has he? Yeah, he's overrun the ball, and the chance is wasted. Celtic come again here. They still do look dangerous. That was a horror challenge right down the back of the Achilles. The referee plays advantage and Celtic score again. And for the 3rd time in the match, it's Celtic who take the initiative. take the game by the scruff of the neck, and they lead again. Celtic 3, Bayern Munich 2, and the German Giants have got to do it yet again.
What a goal for Umbi to score, proving the reason he was chosen from the eFootball Open finalist pool of 2020. You can see Horta there, he's just saying, I told you there are goals in this game for us. And yes, again, it's unfortunate for Bayern München, a calamitous miscommunication at the back, but Umbi won't care one iota. 2 goals for him now in the league.
Word from technical team during the last bit of voiceover from the players. It sounded like Alex was saying, let's trust ourselves, trust our abilities. Well, unfortunately for him, it hasn't quite paid off on this occasion, because Celtic went straight down the other end and scored the goal, which at this moment in time is sending them to all 3 points. But Bayern Munich have done it twice already. Can they do it for a 3rd time? Oh, wow. What a save that was. Still in the danger area. Jose on the turn. Into Matchday. Oh, lovely lay down there. Cleared away. This is going to be, you would imagine, siege after siege now from Bayern Munich. Hell for leather as the ball gets crossed in. Fired away again. But on the counter-attack now, Celtic outnumbers over. Again, the slide tackles are flying in here to avoid what could possibly be a killer goal. And good defending in the end, but the referee surely has to bring the card out for that cynical bring down there on the halfway line. And yep, it is Boateng who has received the caution. And this game now, Harry, the final 10 minutes is going to be end-to-end, because Celtic don't look like they want to stifle this game. They want to constantly try and counter, don't they?
Yo creo que necesitamos un gancho ahí.
Ya, José.
Me cago en la, inventamos lo que sea y vamos a confiar. Vamos. Hostia, vamos a estar pillos ahí. Venga, que sacamos el empate, aunque sea. Vamos.
Chavales, va, coño.
Yeah, Celtic certainly seem like they, like you said, want to focus on those counters, and this is a bit of a relief for the back line. This throw in here, it gives them maybe a chance to score a 4th, and we'll see what their mentality is. Do they keep the ball? Do they kill the clock? Or do they go for that 4th goal?
Again, they've elected to go for a counter target on Edouard. So as soon as Bayern Munich lose the ball in Celtic territory, Celtic are going to look to hit the big man on the counter attack, but they have possession themselves. Oh, what a goal that would have been! From the edge of the area, fired towards the roof of the net, and that has to be, if we had an award for save of the day, that would have to get it. A foot to the right hand side,
and head off.
In towards the penalty spot. Bitten on the flick. They don't want to get caught here though. Celtic going too far in the attacking third. Oh, lovely 1-2, and they're in again here. A chance to equalise again. Oh, brilliant defending from Umbi. Five minutes remaining to find an equaliser. In towards Leroy Sané, headed away. Again, Celtic looking to counter, trying to find that counter target. And he's going to race all the way over to the corner. Game management here from Celtic. He's won a throw. Very impressive performance so far from Celtic, but can they complete the job? They are just 2 minutes plus stoppage time away. They do not want to be giving it away there, though, and that's exactly what's happened. And it's out towards Xerxes. Now, Lewandowski, always a threat in the final few minutes. They still have possession. They've battled brilliantly to get towards the edge of the area. It's in towards Xerxes. He pulls it across towards Leroy Sané. Lewandowski to Kimmich. Fired in and blocked wide for a corner. and you just cannot look away. 4 minutes have added on time. We've had 2 minutes. There are still 2 minutes remaining. This may be the final attack of the match. It's do or die. It's 1 point or nothing for Bayern Munich. It's into Xerxes. Oh. It's saved on the line by the goalkeeper. Oh my word. Still, the referee does not bring the game to end, and it's whacked away. And that has to be one of the most important 3 points of the season so far. It's Celtic 3, it's Bayern Munich 2, and it's as breathless as ever here on eFootball.Pro IQONIQ, Harry. Where do we start with that one?
The league this year is nuts. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, you would never have suspected, looking at last year's results, that a Celtic team would make wholesale changes, keep just Hodgson alive and on the team, and bring in, I mean, Paternegra, who have obviously scored that wonder goal. Not bad for the oldest player in the league, by the way. And then bring in Umbi as well, who, like I said before, graduated from the eFootball Open programme. And take a win against Bayern Munich. I mean, even if they go on to lose game 2, that's a valuable 3 points. It just seems this year, Adam, everyone can take points from everyone. You genuinely don't know which way each match is going to go. We thought Monaco would take a minimum of 4 points earlier on. They ended up taking 0. It's absolutely crazy. And Celtic, what a hard-earned result from them. 3 points. They can be very happy already.
Some say it's the best league in the world, Harry. Another instant replay there of a very important goal for Bayern Munich, but it turned out to not be in the end. It was very important at the time, but Celtic were able to 3 times go in front, and that has to be pick of the game in terms of the goals, and possibly goal of the day so far, Harry, with only 1 to play.
Oh, not sure about that. We've had some decent ones today, haven't we? We'll have to go back and look properly and see exactly what the
it's been a blur of goals, Harry. I can't remember any of them.
Yeah, it's been plenty of decent ones. It seems to me that Barcelona never seem to score a bad goal themselves, so no doubt they'll be in contention once again, but it'll be up to Konami who gets that best goal. It's certainly up there. It's in the conversation, it has to be said. Paternegra, what a finish it was. Just almost didn't cock his foot back whatsoever. There was no pull back. He just released the shot and it just fired into the top corner. Nothing you can do about that if you're a Bayern München player. I hate the old adage, if there were 2 goalkeepers in the goal, they wouldn't have saved it. But that might honestly have been the case right there. Wonderful finish.
Confianza,
What do Bayern Munich do now, Harry? Because they weren't bad in that game. I mean, defensively, they looked a little bit shaky. Would they just look to tighten up a bit and continue doing what they were doing in the other end of the pitch?
I think the message stays the same, doesn't it? We trust in ourselves. That was the call from Alex Alguacil. We can create what we want to create. It's just about trusting the process at this point. We've read off the accolades and the performances from Bayern last season in regular season play. They were winning, more often than they were losing, certainly, and obviously in the eFootball.Pro Cup last year as well. After play was suspended, the postseason cup was a huge victory for them. It comes down to just trusting in that pedigree, and like he says, trusting in ourselves. They'll see if they can dig a victory out of this game against a really stubborn Celtic team. I used the term stubborn to describe Galatasaray. Celtic have been very stubborn indeed as well.
Well, we've got the first goal of the day. It's exactly what they needed, Harry. It certainly wasn't the first goal of the day. We've had many of those, but it's the first goal of this game, that's for sure.
Well, it's the first bicycle kick, half bicycle kick of the day, so I'll let you off. I was waxing lyrical about Bayern Munich trusting themselves. They've trusted in each other there. Alex has scored all 3 of Bayern's goals so far against Celtic, by the way. This is another finish to add to his tally. I believe it's Jose who has just put it on a plate for him, and there it is, the sideways. I'm not sure if we can call that a bicycle kick. Sideways volley, if you will, mid-air by Alex.
Scissors,
gets the job done.
Volley.
His 6th goal of the season so far. He's their leading goal scorer now by over double the next nearest, Jose, with 3.
Yeah, very impressive start from them. The first time over the 2 games that they've actually been in front, which will surprise a fair few people. So now Celtic have got to do what Bayern Munich couldn't in the first game, and that's come from behind to get something from the match. Alex now with 6 goals to his name. We felt that last season his numbers could have been slightly improved, knowing his abilities, but 6 is a pretty tidy return so far. Like you said, largely down to today's performance with the 3. Can Celtic go back on the front foot down the right-hand side? Atlanagla volleyed up towards the halfway line. Anywhere will do for Bayern Munich. It's been a good response from Celtic after going behind.
It has. They've been threatening, haven't they? And again, it's just about putting that belief in place for them. They know they can score goals.
Oh, what a great save that was. Thomas Muller now finds Javi Martinez, and now up over the halfway line. Good tracking again, though, from Celtic. Los Gandallos still leads the way in goals scored, followed by the duo from Barcelona, who added a fair few to their tally so far this season today. Alex now joint 3rd on 6. Do you see him as their talisman, Harry?
Well, it's interesting that you brought it up. You know, last season we were asking for more stats from him, and his numbers weren't as amazing as maybe the player that he deserves. It's almost like a mirror image of what's happened to Eterito this season. Eterito sort of taking a back seat this year after scoring and you know, being a pivotal man last year. He still is pivotal for Juve, but obviously the numbers aren't there. Whereas Alex last year was pivotal without the numbers, and now this year he's their leading goal scorer. He's into the top 5 league-wide. And you're right, he might have to be the talisman for them. Last year it was Jose and Matchday chiming in, and Alex doing the dirty work. This time it might be Alex to score all the goals.
Corner to be taken on the far touchline. Chance to possibly trial some of what they've been working on in training. Well, if they've been working on that, then they've been wasting their time so far, Harry. "23 minutes gone. Bayern Munich 1, Celtic 0. A second goal for Bayern Munich would give them a very nice cushion, and it's played across the face. Celtic haven't been at their attacking best in this game like they were in the first, so certainly 2 goals to the good for Bayern Munich would be pretty nice for them. They'd be pretty comfortable that they could see the job out, and that's what they're looking to do here again down this left-hand side through Jose. Now playing to Alex. Alex turns and tries to find Matchday, but he can't quite turn on it to get a shot away. Matchday again. Chipped over the top. Gets it back. Pinball on the edge of the area. Celtic can't get out here. Pressure just starting to build. This game's starting to play out more like we were expecting in the first game. To be largely dominated by Bayern Munich, and Celtic looking to possibly hit on the counter-attack. Really, really good period of play from Bayern Munich, but they need to capitalise with a goal to take this game away from Celtic. Out on this right-hand side, Alex Alguacil plays it in towards Matchday. Matchday on the turn, lovely footwork, fires in towards the near post. It looks like it's hit the side netting. Indeed, a few of the fans on the other side of the stadium thought that was in. Not to be.
Yeah, Mestre with a chance there, and while everyone else was looking outside or inside the box, I suppose you could say, he was thinking, maybe I can sneak this in at the near post, but here comes Celtic. They come forward now.
Forrest down the right-hand side. Challenge coming in from Kimmich. Now, Javi Martinez. Back to Koeman. This is lovely football here from Bayern Munich. As things stand, they would stay in the exact same position, Bayern Munich. But they would give themselves a bit of daylight away from Celtic. And it would lift, of course, or has lifted, Celtic off the foot of the table. As Kimmich plays it through, Koeman onside, saved by the goalkeeper again. Another big chance comes and goes for Bayern Munich, Harry.
Yeah, Alex there with another really, really decent chance. They're starting to purr now, aren't they? They're really starting to move up the gears. Bayern, they've had Celtic pinned in their own half most of this second game so far. And, well, half-time can't come soon enough if you're Celtic.
Kimmich. Into Art, lovely turn from Mestre. Now, time running out at the end of the first half to see any more action. Surely the referee will bring the first half to a close, which he does. A goal scored on the 3rd minute has been the difference so far. And Harry, largely dominated by Bayern Munich.
Yeah, largely. I mean, you can see Alex's little spider graph there. Not sure if
we are defending very well, guys.
Not sure
and it's not easy against Bayern.
His chart is really nice. Let's listen to the Celtic boys.
Vamos, chicos. Venga. Support, okay. Vamos a apoyar siempre, chicos.
He said they're defending very well, and it's difficult against the Bayern Munich boys. And you can't disagree, really.
He's got a good point. And when Alex is playing the way he is, as I said before, his pie graph there was full in almost every single category. So he's in red hot form.
So 45 minutes left of Matchday 3. Not quite the spectacle that the first game was between these two teams. But nevertheless, it is equally as fascinating because we know that a goal for Celtic could really put a cat amongst the pigeons. And a second goal for Bayern Munich could give them clear daylight at the foot of the table away from Celtic and co. Up towards where they want to be, but still you would feel at this stage in the season below their expectations. As Alex now turns provider to Jose. Back towards Mestre on the edge of the area. Not quite come off for Mestre so far today. Flicks over the top. It's in. Lovely. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful football from Bayern Munich. A team goal of all team goals. And the ball over the top, Harry, was absolutely majestic.
Exquisite, exemplary, this entire passage of play here. Once Celtic shut the door, if you're Jose, who I believe is the eventual goal scorer, you lay it off here. Alex, knowing full well Jose's still going to be controlling the eventual goal scorer. just waits and waits until the perfect opportunity. Great vision by Alex, wonderful finish by Jose, and like you say, the team goal, it had a bit of everything. It really was just the recognition for me once Celtic slammed shut the door on the back line, had so many bodies in the box, you think, oh, the chance is gone for Bayern, but they unlocked the door. Wonderful goal.
It did indeed, but Celtic can have an instant response here, and he's fired it in, and it's game on. Bayern Munich completely switched off. And it's Bayern Munich 2, Celtic 1. I was still going to go back to describing the goal from Bayern Munich, and we've got another goal already. Unbelievable turn of events here. Really poor defensive play from Bayern Munich, completely switched off. And again, it's that man, I think Griffiths, on the end of the long ball over the top after the ricochet. And he pops up with another left foot strike. But Manuel being there didn't pay off. He ran the wrong side. And just going back to the Bayern Munich goal, of course, before that, the only thing missing from being one of the best team goals of the day was the finish at the back post from Matchday as he ran in to try and make the header. It already crossed the line, of course, otherwise it would have been all three involved. Thomas Müller, of course, diving into the net himself for the header. He didn't get a touch on it, but nevertheless, the goal stood. And then down the other end, Celtic go and bring this game back into the balance as Bayern Munich look to go around the goalkeeper. Oh, what a clearance off the line that was. Who was that, Harry?
I think it was Paternegra, and it's vital that he followed that ball into the goal because the keeper was never going to get there. Wonderful clearance. Coming back to the Celtic goal, it was Jose who turned villain from hero after just scoring, caught flat-footed on the ball. But this game is blown wide open in this second half.
So we absolutely know that as things stand, the spoils are shared. But if Celtic were to grab another goal here and draw the game, they have had a brilliant day's work with 4 points. And his head won, and that's exactly what might have happened. They've come from 2-0 down, and they're back to 2-2. In the blink of an eye, it looked like the game was done, Harry, but it's back in the balance, and they could go and win it now.
Incredible. I'm not sure who it was. We'll get confirmation in a second of who held the ball up. But it's Paternegra who finishes the whole thing off. I think it's Umbi here. This hold-up play is
I think it's Umbi.
Next level. It really is. So many players would try and go it alone there and try and go for a shot. He turns inside, uses his body so well to find the player, controlling Eduard Paternegra, who strokes it home, and such composed play there from Umbi. He's had a really good match day today. He's turned up for Celtic, and he's one of the reasons that they're in for a shout of the lion's share of points here against Bayern München.
What a wonderfully calm and composed finish that was. Right into the side netting. Goalkeeper absolutely no chance.
Sigue poniéndole marcaje y además acuérdate lo de Anchorin, ¿vale? Para que se quede más.
Yo prefiero que el Anchorin se lo quede a Ocoflex, ¿eh?
Ya, pero necesitamos tener a ese tío pegado a banda.
Venga, pues ya está.
Ellos tienen un extremo, si no se va a meter
confianza.
Mucho.
Vamos fuerte a los balones, vamos, peleamos que hasta el último balón, venga, vamos.
A ver, ¿qué tocan ellos? Siguen con la misma formación, ¿vale?
Vale, vamos a llegar. Ellos quieren también, están confiantes, vamos a tener ocasiones, venga. No tengamos prisa, ¿eh? Vamos.
Chicos, nos quedan 2 pausas porque ha sido del bar.
$30 minutes remaining here for one of these two teams to grab a possible winner. And you know what, Harry? It could end 5-5 at this rate. We may never see a winner as the ball gets played in. Both teams have come from behind already today. First Bayern Munich in the first game, Twice came from behind, ended up losing. They've now gone 2-0 up, back to 2-2. Can we see an all-important winner?
It's absolute madness.
Lewandowski. Xerxes. Another chance for Lewandowski. Alex pops it off to Mestre. Mestre on the turn. Offside flag is raised. Starting to force it a little bit. They don't want to get caught now, Harry, though, because imagine if they were trying to get this 3 points, which of course they desperately need. If they were to concede again and lose this game, drop 6 points to Celtic, be overtaken, I think, by Celtic as well. As a right foot shot comes in, it almost happened. Edouard is a real handful.
My goodness. It's Horcha on the turn. Again, I think the Bayern defence were expecting him to shift it onto his left. Instead, he goes right. And the pace and venom on that shot, if that was on target, there's no way the keeper gets there. Yeah, you're right. Bayern, they need to be so concentrated defensively.
Lewandowski, big moment in the match. 20 minutes, the final third. The final third of the match day as well. The final 20 minutes of the games that we've had. We've had some great games. This is one of them. 2-2 Bayern Munich and Celtic. Are we destined for some last-minute drama? A last-minute possible winner. Patanegra out towards Umbi on the left-hand side. Horcha just can't quite get on that pass, and Bayern Munich come away again. It's out towards Mestre on this left-hand side. Can he produce a moment of magic, which has evaded him so far today? No, again, just numbered out of it almost by Celtic's rearguard. Mestre again, in towards Alex Alguacil. They need their talisman now, and it is he on the edge of the box who takes possession, but again runs into traffic. 10 minutes remaining. 1 point from a possible 6 is not good enough, you feel, for Bayern Munich at this stage in the season and the aspirations they have, but they might get all 3. What a save from the goalkeeper that was. Lewandowski. Still they come forward, pull forward in numbers, hacked away by Horcha, and now a chance here for Mestre. Cleared away. Now Celtic can hit them on the counter here. Cynical foul there from Mestre. Still heart in your mouths moments. Nobody knows which way this is going to go. It's open right up. Both teams know that they could win it here now. It's Bayern Munich. In towards Mestre. A chance. Saved by the goalkeeper. Tip wide, and Harry, I barely had a breath there in those 10 minutes of in-game play. Now you can come in.
Does Mestre have time to get a touch away there and shift it onto his right foot? I don't know, but the tense nature of this game, like you said, either club can win it here. Maybe he just snatched at it and saw his name in lights. We'll never know. It's the business end of this game now.
Either way, it is going to be heartbreak. If there's a goal, the team that walks away with nothing from this second game will be absolutely destroyed. If you're Bayern Munich, you're buying 2. To then lose the game would be catastrophic. Equally, if Celtic, coming from 2-0 down, back to 2-2, to then go and lose it, again, mentally would be so hard to take. Cover the position. All hands on deck from the Celtic boys there. In towards the near post. Another chance here for Mestre. He seems to be popping up every single place that Bayern Munich are looking to attack. It might be Mestre who just has the final say in this match. It's Kimmich. In towards Mestre again. And I just called it. And he's headed it right over the top from 4 yards out. And Harry, that had to be the moment, surely.
That's a tough ask, though, isn't it? 2 Celtic defenders. I mean, it was a Matchday sandwich in there in the box. Difficult to get a clean header away, but yeah, that's a chance that you would like to see at least test the keeper.
Well, Celtic know now the chance of them losing the game is next to nothing. Deep into added on time, but they could win it. Edouard with a header, and it's dropped the wrong side of the post. And in terms of in-game players, Edouard has to be one of the highlights from today. He has been an absolute man-mountain as Boateng now finds Javi Martinez. Can Mestre, Alex Alguacil, and of course Jose grab a now unlikely winner, or will they be overtaken by Celtic on the day? I think it could be close. It may go down to goal difference, but they're in again. Here's Bayern Munich, saved by the goalkeeper. How on earth we've not seen a winner here, I will never know. What a game to finish the day.
That was the chance. That was the one. Oh, I've been a bit closer to the near post. We're maybe seeing a different story. Corner still to come.
Do or die, Harry. Do or die. Last chance saloon. Final second of the match. What a block that was from Bitten. And that has salvaged a point for Celtic. They leave today with 4. Bayern Munich with 1. And, well, it's a day that Celtic will be very, very happy with, Harry.
Well, they came here to play today. Every single